Perhaps the most controversial of Mr Cameron's demands for reform involved curbing EU migrants' access to in-work benefits, such as tax credits. According to Downing Street, around 40% of EU migrants claim these benefits in their first 4 years in the country. Our economics editor, Robert Peston, has been looking at the figures.
A Polish deli. They're in most high streets and markets now. This one's in Leeds. One manifestation of what's exercising our Prime Minister. A British workforce swelled by EU migrants, especially from Eastern Europe. So is David Cameron in tune with us?
It's a good thing, but when they come, they should not come and join the benefits straight away.
We feel that restrictions should be in place for the amount of people arriving.
It's not fair on the British people that are born and bred in Britain that can't get jobs.
So what do we know about why migrants are coming here? EU migrants represent 6% of the working population, but only a bit over 2% of welfare benefit claimants. That suggests that when they arrive from places like Poland and Romania to coach stations like this one in Victoria, they're not coming to sit on their bottoms and claim. But if we look at working tax credits and child tax credits, well, EU migrants represent around 10% of those. But that shouldn't really be a surprise, because the evidence suggests they come here to work and they happen to be on relatively low pay. Now, the march here of migrants puts too much pressure on scarce public services, says the Prime Minister. So what to do about it?
We need action that gives greater control of migration from the EU. As I've said previously, we can do this by reducing the draw that our welfare system can exert across Europe. Now, to those who say this won't make a difference, I say look at the figures.
So the figures David Cameron cited were that around 40% of all recent European economic migrants are supported in some way by the UK benefit system, with each family claiming on average £6,000 in tax credits and other in-work benefits. Does it stack up?
Well, they seem to be in contradiction to many of the figures which are conducted by academics, including ourselves, and those figures are far lower.
And another thing.
The evidence suggests that migration is on the whole a good thing for the British economy. For example, the government's Office of Budget Responsibility says that lower migration would mean over the medium to long term we'd have to have either higher taxes or lower public spending, because migrants will make a net contribution to the public finances over the long term.
So, in a corner of West London favoured by migrants, what do they think of Mr Cameron's plan?
He's right, because it's not a place that you come just to claim benefits.
I know coming this country to take the benefits. I come here looking for a job.
It doesn't make sense for me if you are from abroad and you never contribute here any taxes or national insurance contributions. It doesn't make me any sense why you should get the money.
So, for people already here, cutting the UK's subsidy to migrants may seem fair. But fairness and national prosperity aren't the same thing. Robert Peston, BBC News.